Even though he was the fastest land animal on Earth, he couldn't even lift his own head yet. But his healing would come from a young creature he never expected. Kumbali's story starts right here. Speed and power were very far away for him. Kumbali was the weakest and most helpless puppy among his siblings. While his siblings trampled over him to get to food, he lay motionless, weighing just 2.1 pounds. The animal keepers at Metro Richmond Zoo in Richmond felt heartbroken every morning after taking his weight measurements. A cheetah cub was disappearing day by day. This situation deeply affected the animal keepers, but they needed to find an urgent solution. So they decided to separate him from the other cubs and provide special care. They would feed him specially and save him. However, a cheetah cub could not learn to run or develop its character from a human. Without his family, he could not behave like a cheetah. He would grow up without confidence. He could not learn to see the world as a place to run toward rather than away from. He needed to learn to run and to be a cheetah. That was exactly what the keepers were facing. But something interesting happened. The solution came from a place nobody expected. A 7-week-old Labrador puppy named Kago was going to be taken from a shelter. Scientists had known for years that cheetahs raised alongside dogs develop something they can't get any other way: confidence. The dog's fearlessness becomes contagious. But knowing it in theory and actually watching it happen right in front of you, those are completely different things. At the moment of their first meeting, every single keeper forgot to breathe. Everyone was excited. Kumbali pressed himself into the corner, frightened. Kago looked at him and tilted his head down toward the ground. Without hesitating, he walked straight over to him. In that moment, both of them looked interesting. Kumbali took one step forward. After 3 weeks had passed, the two of them had become a problem. A wonderful, chaotic, figure-8 running pile of tangled limbs. Kind of problem. Kago taught Kumbali something no human ever could. He was beginning to learn that the ground beneath his feet was safe. He had taught him that a small sound was not a threat. He taught him to laugh while sprinting at full speed, if cheetahs could laugh. And Kumbali taught Kago what it felt like to be completely free and to race the wind, to stretch every muscle and just run. But then came the moment that froze the entire staff. One Friday afternoon, after a long run across the yard, Kumbali slowed down. He walked directly to Kago. He wrapped his entire body around him and tucked his head against his side. He didn't learn this in any training, because that dog had become the one place in the world where he felt like nothing could touch him. If you have ever had a friendship show up exactly when you were most lost, you already know what that moment looked like. Kumbali quickly gained weight. He gained speed. He gained the thing the scales could never measure, the belief that he belonged somewhere. And Kago? Kago found himself a family too. 2 entirely different species were rescued. There is a truth they figured out way before any of us. Safety doesn't always look like what you expect. Sometimes it weighs 55 pounds and has floppy ears. What do you think about this story?